Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Yanette, and I'm a therapist that loves to budget. I do the zero-based budget, which means that I budget out my whole paycheck, and at the end of that paycheck, I have $0. It doesn't mean that I don't have any money. It just means that every dollar went into something. So either my bills, my expenses, my sinking funds, my savings, or my debt. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna delete here my rollover, and I think my rollover is gonna be $200 from last pay period. So this pay period is gonna be between May 5th to May 20th, and I am a salary paid, so I get paid twice a month. It's just never on the same day. And a little bit more background about myself. I am a 32-year-old. I live in Orange County. I am married. We budget separately though, so I pay my own things and my husband pays for his own things, and we have no kids. And living in Orange County can get a little expensive. I feel like budgeting has been what saved us from being able to afford living here. We do rent. We do not own a home. We would want to own a home eventually, but it's honestly not our priority. Right now, our priority is to save for a high yield sinking fund to at least have. Our goal is 3 months, but we would ideally want to have 6 months. But our goal right now is 3 months, and yeah, that's a little bit about me. So I'm gonna start with my income, and I'm gonna just do budget. This is what I think I'm gonna get paid, and then once I do get paid on the 5th, I'll update the actual. So CGC, that is my full-time therapy job. That is my salary job, which does not change. So I know how much I'm getting paid each time. So this one's gonna be $2,495. Like I said, that one doesn't change. This is where it becomes a little bit tricky, because my private practice can fluctuate depending on how many clients I see those 2 weeks. So private practice, I do get paid bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks on Friday. But like I said, it depends on how many clients that show up and all of that. So this one can fluctuate. I am never getting paid the same amount. So I am budgeting, because I only saw 6 clients this past 2 weeks. So I am budgeting that I'm going to get paid $400 on here. Like side income, I do some accounting for my dad, and he pays me $50 every week because he has his own job or his own business, and I do some of the payroll. He only has like 2 employees, so it's not a lot. So he gives me $50, even though I keep telling him not to. He still does. So yeah, so my income this pay period, I budgeted $2,995. Again, this is only my income. My husband has his own income. And depending, this can change or this can stay how it is, depending on my private practice one. Now I'm going to move over to my bills and subscriptions. For my bills, I split my rent and car in half. So what you're going to see here is split in half. So my rent is $800. That is what I always save for, which my rent is $1,600. So each pay period, I will be saving $800. My car is $337. So again, that's half of $674, which that's how much I pay for my car. I also have Zoom, which I use for the private practice that I do. So that's $16. My Experian to just track my credit score and all of that is $5. My car insurance. Oh, apparently I need to learn how to spell insurance. My car insurance is $160. So my bills, like I said, this doesn't change, but it comes out to $1,318. I still have $1,677 to budget. My expenses and sinking funds for household, which is like anything that has to do with like like any Target runs, any Costco runs, like toilet paper, shampoo, all of that is under here. So I budget $70 each pay period. And if you are new here, I do sinking funds videos, which means that all of this money that goes into my expenses and sinking funds gets cash stuffed. So if you want to see some of those videos, there are my YouTube video list, but these are the ones that I do budget on, like on my Excel sheet. And then my actual like sinking funds category, this one, I do it in a cash planning video. So I don't budget, so you're not going to see that being budget. How I budget that remaining money, you can go back and look at my cash planning videos. Fuel is going to get $60, and restaurant is going to get $25. This is all I budget for. Everything else, like I said, it's in my cash planning videos. So my expenses is $155, and I still have $1,522 to budget. The next category is going to be savings and investments. So the first one is going to be my emergency fund. This one is going to get $150. And then my Fidelity, this one's going to get $50. And my emergency fund, we're saving, like I mentioned, 3 months for anything that can happen. Either of us loses our job or something. So rent, car, groceries, household stuff, insurance, like any bills that are necessities, we're saving for. And that is $200. I still have $1,322 to budget. And so my venture one, which I'm actually done paying that one to this pay period, it's gonna be $115. That's its last. School loan one, that one gets $271. School loan 2, that one gets how much? That one gets $183. And then my Wells Fargo gets $40. Credit One Bank gets $36. My Best Buy, which I'm also going to be done in like 2 months, gets $32. And my radiology, this one is $28 a month. My radiology, I got x-rays, MRI, CT scan done, and my insurance did pay quite a good portion of it, but not everything. So I still do IRS, which is fun to pay. It's gonna get $50. I am not in any hurry to pay my IRS. Like, that is ridiculous how much it is that we have to pay because we make enough money. I don't understand that. But yes, and then business, this one's gonna get, actually this one doesn't get anything. So my bills, my debt comes out to $755 for this pay period. I still have $567 left to budget for. That is what goes in to my sinking funds. Whatever leftover money I do have goes into my sinking funds. So I'm just going to put here 567. So now it is at a 0. That is what it has to be when you do a zero-based budget. You're making your money, every single dollar, work for what it is supposed to go towards. And everything is paid for. Sinking funds to me is not a priority, but it is savings, right? I have my binders. I have 4 binders. I have my everyday binder. I have my low priority binder. I have my long-term binder, and I have my holiday binder. My long-term binder is the one that I rarely touch. So that one's the one that for me is considered more of a savings. My low priority binder includes like beauty, makeup, things like that. So that's the one I touch a little bit more on. And my holiday binder, that one is also more of a savings. But yeah, so for my holiday binder, I'm already starting to save for Christmas. So yeah, it doesn't get touched until I need it, the holiday binder. So every $100 once I reach $100 in any of my envelopes, unless I know I need it, it goes into my high yield savings account to just start creating some interest in there. Yeah, this is how I budget. And like I said, I have left a budget $0 because it all went to something. But let me know if you have any questions. If you want more tips and tricks on how I do all of this, please comment down below. I love to hear from you all. And if you like this type of content, you like cash plannings, cash stuffings, cash unstuffings, please follow along and subscribe. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye.